If you can't, we're good.
We're live, and Brent Dykman has arrived.
Look at that. To your door service. Hey,
Perfect timing.
Star Wars fans and Rule the Galaxy friends, it is Joe in the pilot seat for chapter 355 of the Rule the Galaxy podcast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Joe, D-Doc, Alfie, Brent. We're all here. Brent, that beard is looking good, by the way.
I'm trying to look like Santa. But does Alfie exist, or is he stuck in the Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's
garage?
Yeah, like what is it like? Right before he goes and sees the twin sons, he goes back into the
garage.
Is it a garage? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, because he says take them to the garage and have them cleaned up.
There we go. Just put a restraining bolt on Alfie. He can't get away if we do that. It's chapter 355. Follow us at Rule the Galaxy, Rule the Galaxy SW everywhere. Email us, ruletheGalaxySW@gmail.com. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on your podcast platform of choice. But fellas, we're almost to the Christmas season. We got a lot of stuff going on. We've got news topics to talk about. But what's important is hearing from you guys. D-Doc, I'm going to start with you because you got us back on StreamYard, and I feel complete as a human again. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it really does feel good to be back. I've enjoyed seeing you push those shorts out. So if you guys follow us and, if you don't necessarily want to watch the whole podcast sometimes, if you just want to get an idea of what we said in each episode, Joe's putting those shorts out, and it does a good job of clipping certain moments. Every now and then there's like, oh, I wish they just stayed. I wish the clip was just like 5 seconds longer because I might remember what we said before or after. But man, it's great. As you guys know, I started a project on my house. It's unbelievable. I probably shouldn't have done it, but here we are. We're getting we're moving along, and I have to have it done by Saturday. So and deadlines work well. If I just start a project and it's like get it done when it gets done, I'll get distracted while I'm doing it. So I've been staying on target, as they say, and
stay on target.
We're gonna get there. I think today my body hurt the most it ever has in my life when I woke up this morning.
Is the floor up?
The floor is up. All the screws are out. It's down to the subfloor. So
nice.
the hardest part's over. Yeah, it was. The last 2 days have been a grind, but it's not like I didn't sign myself up for it. So it is what it is.
Well, all I know is I showed my wife the picture you sent over, and I go, hey, look, remember the kitchen and the dining room area we were in? She goes, I don't remember any of it. And I was like, okay, forget it. I was like, we sat right there where he's tearing all that stuff up. So
true.
She laughed because I said, man, I wouldn't do that right before the holidays. She looked at me, she goes, you wouldn't do that ever. So there you go.
Timing wise, it's crazy because I'm like, I'm looking at the dates and it just every day seems closer and closer to Christmas. But you know what? It's good. I've got a deadline. I'm going to get it done.
Well, good.
Yes.
More power to you, my friend. Get that done so you can celebrate the holidays. Alfie, in the dark corner of our YouTube channel right now, as Brent said, maybe in the Owen and Beru's garage. How are you, sir?
Doing good, man. We're really busy right now with work. I got a few more days to wrap up, and then I will be on vacation for 3 weeks. So we are in full-blown Christmas mode. Sometimes I feel like the Amazon guy should just wait, and make one delivery instead of the constant, every 20, 30 minutes, it seems like there's another one here, but you know how it is. And then, we're gearing up for the big Disney trip. January 1st, we will be on our way.
Dude, I'm fired up for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Where are you staying and what parks are you visiting?
We are going to be staying at the Art of Animation, staying in the Cars suite, and I think we have decided to forego Animal Kingdom and hit Magic Kingdom twice. Hollywood Studios once, and Epcot once.
Good. Now, are you taking the rubber sheets and the gerbils, or are you leaving those at home?
I think I'll probably leave those at home just for TSA compliance and try to pick some up while we're there.
Okay.
Alfie, that's a
Craigslist provides.
that's a Skyliner resort, isn't it? Where
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Skyliner resort where you can hop on the Skyliner and buzz over to the parks on that. So I love multiple forms of transportation at Disney World, man. I'm all about that. I Animal Kingdom Lodge has buses only, and I'm always like, I can't stay at a bus. One day I will, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Art of Animation, you got the Skyliner. It'll zip you over to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
Well, we stayed at the Grand Floridian last time, and the whole big reason was, Azalea was one, and my wife wanted the monorail. It was down all the time.
Oh,
So, and that resort kind of sucked, I thought, especially for the deluxe price.
Right.
Yeah.
Alfie, you and D-Doc and my son and his wife, you guys have all taught me, stay on park or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's expensive, and thank God I'm able to occasionally do that, but you get spoiled and you're like, nah, I'm not I'm not going to go stay away from the park, have to deal with all that other crap. Stay on the park, get in early, stay late, get all the accessibility. Only way to go.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
Well, I'm excited for you. I hope you have fun. I can't wait to see plenty of pictures. Hopefully we got Batman with us, not Bateman, but Batman. So we're not a insurance commercial.
Oh my God.
Ariana S 2014. How does feel to be noticed by a small creator? I don't know.
Feels good.
I have 3 children. I guess I'm a small creator as well. So in my own way.
Hold on. What am I missing with small creators?
I think Ariana is the small creator and saying
Oh.
she's noticing us.
Thank
Nice.
you,
Not
Ariana.
Ariana Grande, who's like in it for good. She's been changed for good.
Oh, no.
And then Cohen simply said, shit.
Brent with the Balin Skull beard going on there. How you doing?
I prefer Santy. Santy
Okay.
Claus? You have a light that won't light on one side. I'm doing all right. What's going on over there? I promised a Joe Doc something a long time ago, and I finally decided to go ahead because I knew I was going to be on stream. I'm starting on my K-pop Mandalorians.
Nice.
Okay.
Well done.
So currently, hard to see, but like I'm doing the one with the purple hair,
Dude, that's awesome.
and so
I can't wait to see those.
So I mean, other than that, I got nothing else going on. School's about ready. I mean, the season's upon us. We have one more day. Kids are going to be bonkers tomorrow.
Bouncing off the wall.
Thank God it's finals, so they have to do something. So other than that, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do Alfie. You can't do your show and tell because it's not right there with you. I'm gonna do some quick show and tell to show Alfie that I'm back into the Brotherhood. I joined back on for another year of the Italian Heritage Society, so we get our sash with kind of like the real thing here. They don't give us our guns or our cannolis till later, but yeah, we got our Italian flag sash. So that's pretty cool. And then I wanted to show you guys this. Jason Hatfield, I showed you the picture. He's friend of the show. He lives here in central Indiana, and he was driving somewhere where he was going to be passing my house. He had commented that he heard that Lori and I like to do puzzles. Lori especially likes to do puzzles. And he said, and I'd mentioned that I like to do the puzzles when they're Star Wars related. So here's a Hallmark 1000 piece.
Wow.
Nice.
Here's a Empire Strikes Back 500 piece. Oh no, 1,000 piece. A 4-pack of puzzles right here. Nice scenery from Star Wars.
Those are awesome.
This is why you should have YouTube with us, by the way. And then I would get all these out.
Holy crap.
These are 500 piece puzzles that, so what, 6 or 7? Yeah, 7 of them. So I'm going to be quite busy. Oh, goodness. With puzzles over the next few months. And then he knows that Scott Rifen likes Kiss. So he provided me with a Kiss puzzle also to put together. So I will get this to Scott once my wife and I put that thing together. But Scott would probably like that. And it looks like Breely thinks that is so cool and loves Kiss. Great. Thank you. But Jason, thank you. You didn't have to do that. We're going to have Jason on as a guest sometime here after the holidays because he's just a cool dude. And we graduated the same time. We're the same age. And he found out about us because he's good friends with people who are friends with Joey. And they're very into the Indy 500. And the first time I met him face to face was at the track. We were there with Joey. And I heard somebody say Joe, which I thought they were talking to Joey. He's like, no, you. And he's like, hey, I listen to Rule of the Galaxy. And my wife was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. and he was like, I was like, hey, let's get a picture. And I was like, I'm so used to people getting pictures with Joey. What? Let's you and me get a picture. And I was like, Joey, take the picture of me and Jason. So yeah, Jason Hatfield, thank you for the puzzles. And thanks for stopping by. You didn't have to do that. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll have you come on and talk about some of your Star Wars fun. Go ahead, D-Doc.
While Joe's on show and tell, Brent, did Joe show us a Lego set that he got last week? Was I zoning out while that happened?
I don't know. Did he get a Lego set?
Did I not show you this?
Is it just like a
501st battle pack?
I thought one of you said, is that like $15 set? And it was something like that. I thought for sure. So any of our regular listeners, if you're on right now on YouTube or when you hear us on the podcast, refresh me and D-Doc's brains because I thought I showed it to you when I showed the Cara Dune buggy, Hot Wheel, and the High Republic book. I showed the High Republic book, right, Brent? The encyclopedia?
Yeah, I do remember the High Republic book. That one I do remember. I do not, I'll be honest with you, have any recollection of anything Lego. That is your guys' world. I'm just living in it.
Here's Jason in the comment section.
There you go. Good guy.
Yes, he is. He comments on some of my projects that I'm working on sometimes too, when I share it on Twitter as well. So,
and he is very excited because he is a huge IU fan. So
I was getting ready to say I think I know him from X just because of the IU profile picture.
Yes, he's so yeah. It's if you would have told me 6 years ago when we started this that we'd have guys making us signs that are still sitting right behind my head, and we'd have people wearing Rule of the Galaxy either hats or shirts that we have one time made, and or bringing us things, puzzles or gifts and things like that, would never believe you. And to know that Brink gets noticed more than any of us, that's still.
The other day, so his Tom Line, just to throw that out there. So Tom Line, his daughter's in the choirs. So I go to the Christmas show at Center Grove High School. It's fantastic. I notice him. I walk up. I'm like, Tom Guy from those guys? And he's like, Brent Eichman from Rule of the Galaxy? So I had fun with that. He had fun with it too. So.
Brent, you know what you could do with your beard if you grew it out a little more?
Oh my God.
You could do the 2D animation Dooku beard.
Oh, yes.
You could do like the perfect point because like you're kind of close to it. You know where it just has that like sharp angle point to it?
Yes. It does look very close to that.
It's getting big.
Dr. Squatch. Yes.
Squatch.
We talked about it because I keep teasing Lori that I'm going to let her get out of the football league that we're in, and we're going to sneak Dr. Squatch into it. but she's so dang competitive. She's like, no, last year I made the playoffs. This year I stink. She goes, I want to make a comeback and get back in the playoffs next year. She
Turn that
does not wanna
franchise
drop.
around.
That's right. That's right. Injuries will happen. It's like the real deal here. So, anything you guys want to cover before we jump into Star Wars stuff? I know it was kind of a show and tell and a crazy start as usual, but anything that you guys want to hit, or so make sure we don't miss before we jump into our Star Wars discussions.
Nope, I'm pretty clear.
Let's go for it. Hit me with your best shot. Fire
Hey,
away.
And thank you, Pat Benatar.
Fire away.
So first of all, I have been really not listening to as many podcasts as I usually do. I've got some other things distracting me. It's before the holidays, it's work and everything. But I did see that Rebel Force Radio has been away for a little while, and I think they just recently came out with one or just dropped a new episode. But I guess there's all kinds of hubbub, and I think Jimmy Mack has been under the weather. And if that's the case, I don't know enough details, but Jimmy Mack, friend of the show, if that is the case, and I think that's what it was, you know what? Prayers to you, my man, and hope for a quick turnaround. I usually am a religious listener of that, but work has been so crazy that it's really slowed down my podcast listening time. So plus I'm making so many podcasts now of different things that it's distracting me as well. But Jimmy Mack and Jason Swank are the best, and I wish Jimmy Mack the best if he's still ailing.
So I just listened to them. They are back. They just released it. They put out on the Patreon new more. Anyways, Jimmy Mack developed the flu that turned into a double lung infection, pneumonia. They rushed him to the hospital. I don't know if the lungs collapsed or not, but his O2 level was so low, and he had basically was in the hospital for about, I don't know, maybe since the Thanksgiving for about 5 or 6 days, and then just trying to slowly recover to get back. He sounds like he's good to go, like based upon the sound that I heard. But yeah, he was really under the weather for a good chunk of time.
Well, I appreciate the update. Like I said, I'm usually a religious listener to them, and in the last few weeks between the holidays and work, I've gotten pulled away from that, and so wish him the best. They are the best, and everybody who's a Star Wars fan, except for Alfie, who doesn't listen to podcasts, even though he's on one, listens to Rebel Force Radio. So let's jump into some fun, interesting Star Wars news. I've really been enjoying, real quick, Dr. Squatch has been posting out his Star Wars Advent calendar. Have you guys been checking that out? That's great. Do you guys all have that Advent calendar going as well?
I do.
Okay.
Yep. It's I guess themed around Babu Frick's kind of droid repair shop.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's been fun.
I need to pick that up. I need to start doing that when the grandkids come over and let them open those things up. But
I can tell you they don't really get any cheaper.
And Squatch has the gingerbread AT Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing it's one of those items that got poached and you can't freaking get it. Like, he's lucky to have that, because people bought them up. It was like an affordable set, and people bought them up. I've seen them selling for $300. It's a $60 set. Bullshit. Let people have it for Christmas. Like, don't go and try to be reselling it like when it's like but that, that's the world. It is.
It is. But
they have the opportunity to do that. That's their option. So it is what it is.
And because of you guys, Lori, pretty much every time we walk through Walmart or Target, she's like, let's check the Lego aisle, see if things on sale, because I know how much you like it now. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, every time I go there, though, big empty shelves. Wherever there was a sale item, gone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it was. So yeah, the Advent calendar has been fun. Yeah, that AT. I'm sorry, as old people like me say, the AT-AT. That's pretty cool. Hey, I Alfie brought this up to us, and then I looked into it some as well. Ahsoka 2 not on the 2026 schedule, which is something everybody was pretty much planning on, right? It was in the bank. Was this an oversight? Has it been moved back? Does anybody know anything more on this? Are we all just sitting in the dark?
I haven't seen anything else on it. That it seems like it was quietly like just not added to the schedule this year, which does kind of suck, you know.
It does. And it looks like we lost Alfie real quick. Just let
He
everyone
shut
know.
his laptop. It looked like someone walked into the garage and he shut it. Hopefully it was someone on his team and not someone coming to get him.
You got some squatting or swatting going on.
Okay.
Someone opened the door and Alfie shut that laptop real quick. It's like,
Whoa.
Like he's watching some other kind of.
I'm just on a podcast.
maybe Robin had walked out of the shower accidentally and he wasn't prepared for that. Something like that could have happened. You know, I mean, we've had T-Bob have things going on behind him on the screen, which, by the way, I miss T-Bob. We need T-Bob back. And Dr. Squatch reserved that at the Lego store. So there we go. D-Doc, I think you found your way in on that.
I know. Well, they're just out of stock now. Every time they've come back into stock, it's one of those things where it's like, snap your finger, it's out of stock.
Snap your fingers. Sorry. So 2026, we had Mando and Grogu, Ahsoka, Maul, Ninth Jedi, Tales of. But if we take Ahsoka out of that mix, it really thins out the herd for 2026 on what's coming out there. So I hope it was an error and that things are getting rectified on that. Because I would like to see that in 2026. Daisy Ridley is out there facing questions about Star Wars, even though she's promoting another movie, talking about the Rey movie. And here it is, 6 years after The Rise of Skywalker. They're still working on the script and the director and the plan and everything else. So I don't know, guys. We've talked about it a number of times. I think we all like Rey. I think we're all fine with a Rey movie coming out. I just don't know if we're going to see it.
Yeah.
Business is slow in Hollywood. It's just slow. Like it's not going to happen at the rate at which modern society wants it to happen at. That is just where I'm going to keep it. Like things take time, and James Cameron. Now we'll see what happens after Avatar, like mountains and lava and fire, right? Because we had forest, and we had water, now we got mountains and lava. But it took him 15 years to be able to do what he wanted to do with Avatar. The Rock, yes, I'm talking big names. Alfie said this before. The Rock wanted Black Adam 15 years. It took 15 years to get the Black Adam movie made. It takes time.
No, I agree with you. I don't know. Seems to be, hey, 15 years from now, maybe she'll be that aged person who looks like they should be running a Jedi temple. Don't know. Dr. Squatch giving us a little feedback on that. And I'm losing my voice. D-Doc, if you want to read that real quick.
Dr. Squatch said, I went in person and they told me when they were getting more in stock, told me to call about 30 minutes before they opened that day and reserve one. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild out there to get a freaking gingerbread AT-AT. I just want one. I'm not going to resell it. I just want one to just have it out for a beautiful Christmas display like Squatch has.
Yeah, that would be good. I think now that I've got the wife, the missus talked into having Legos, if I can get some more Christmas / Star Wars Lego sets, that'd be the real deal right there.
If I hit the lottery, I'm sending you that Riviera. I'm sending it over to you.
That thing, I want that one, and I want the Trevi Fountain. Those are the two I want. One's $150, and the other one was what, $300?
I think it's $300 for the Riviera one, but you get a lot for that compared to a $300 Star Wars set. Because that's just like a Lego licensed item. you get so much more out of that Riviera set. I mean, I'm tempted to get into those modular buildings and everything with the Lego now. It's a problem.
I mean, I could do it if I wanted to, but I have other things that I'm funneling money towards. So I don't know that. I don't know. Maybe if I get a bonus this year. If I get a bonus this year, maybe I'll skip the Jelly of the Month Club and I'll just go.
Damn it!
I wanted to make a Jelly of the Month Club joke.
Okay, so yeah, now you got me thinking about that $300 Lego set. Tag on you. D-Doc, I'm going to ask you a favor because I don't know enough about this, but I would love for you to do a show with Jake James Lugo to talk about Fate of the Old Republic and Galactic Racer. Because looking at what they put out, especially I think I've seen mostly the stuff about the Galactic Racer. It looks incredible. And I tagged Jack Harvey on one of them. I was like, I know Jack's one of this. He's like, you are right about that. Jack was ready to jump out of his chair to go get that racing set. But I don't know enough about them. I would love to hear from somebody who's an expert, in JJL there, who can give us the rundown of what's going on, how far out we're looking. Because I've heard all these rumors. Oh, it's not going to be until 2030. And then the company came back and said, no, it's going to be quicker. It's going to be sooner. We're going to be out with that. But they look great. So do you guys know any more about it than I do? Is there anything out there that I've missed? Because those look great.
I had no clue about either of them. I know that they've been trying to put out another Knights of the Old Republic game for a long time, and there's been studios that have gotten it. They were going to make it, then it was canceled, and it's been one of those. It's kind of been like a Rey movie, the Knights of the Old Republic, where it's like, people want more of it, and it's just like they haven't been able to get their stuff together to just get a studio to get the game and put it out. Which, like you said, Jake James Lugo will know more about that than I do, which I do need to do a show with him because it's been a while too, actually. But the Racer game took me totally by surprise. And we've talked about this. I mean, we've talked about how they should have a Racer show. Oh, yeah. And, this one expands more off the fact that it's not just pod racing. It's going to be like speeder bikes, like it looks, they showed Sebulba in it. Which Sebulba had a beard in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They showed modded out speeder pod racers. There was one that looked like it had a cage around it, like it was like Badlands, like. Yeah.
This is totally off topic, but I have an idea for a Dave. It's on topic with Sebulba, but I will do it one day. I have an idea for a video for Dave Doc DIY where I'm going to say, if your bathroom fan is making this noise, because the bathroom fan in my bathroom sounds like Sebulba's engine when it's going. It's just kind of like, dun, 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 which I kind of don't mind it. I kind of don't mind the noise, Don't need anybody outside hearing what the hell I'm doing in there. But
it's a relaxing tone, right? We need relaxation in the bathroom.
Yes. I have that Pod Racer diorama set where it has Sebulba and Anakin's pod racers going through the canyon. And I want to make a video where I say, if your bathroom fan is making this noise, I'm going to show you how to fix it. And I'm going to take the mini Sebulba pod racer and pull the cover off and say, take the Sebulba out of your bathroom fan. And that will fix it. Is that funny, it. Brent? Brent didn't even hesitate. Maybe it's not that funny.
Brent has a different sense of humor.
I'm trying to
It's all right. I need constructive criticism.
I'm trying to paint.
Love it.
Now, if you can pull up the D-Doc at some point when we get towards the end, if you can find a K-pop Demon Hunter image to show you what I'm trying to do.
I just texted Alfie to make sure that there wasn't a hit job on him.
Yeah. He could be in somebody's trunk right now. We know Alfie. He's got a lot of shit going on.
He's the one that needs the guns and the
cannoli.
The cannolis from the Italian.
Yeah. It's going to be kind of an interesting run on the Heritage Society this year. Let's see how it goes. That's all I'll say. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, well, it's in the banks, and you go put a call out to JJL. Let's get a show just about those two games. So make sure he's good on that. I want to give a quick tip of the cap and an RIP to guys my age growing up. They watched Star Wars, and then everything on TV tried to mimic it. Battlestar Galactica, things like that. Buck Rogers was huge for a few seasons, and Gil Gerard, the Buck Rogers from that time frame, passed away the other day at 82 years old. And I know that sounds old now, but 45 years ago, when it was coming out, not so old. And I loved Buck Rogers. It was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously. It was kind of like the things that, George Lucas kind of based Star Wars off, the Buck Rogers serials, right? And so it wasn't the things from the 40s and the 50s that you saw at the theater, but kids my age were growing up and watching it on TV. And they even made action figures and ships and things like that. So in those down years, look at that. We got Brent main screen by himself.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
But I don't. Did either one of you guys ever check out? Have you ever seen a Buck Rogers episode?
No, not at all.
Joe,
Yeah,
wrong generation, my friend.
I'm just the old guy. That's all there is to it.
It happens, right? We all hit that age. No, I honestly never really got into any of them. What is it? That's not Danger Will Robinson, is it?
No. Totally different.
Space. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never did. D-Doc, have you ever watched any of the? It's not He-Man. What's the other one that was Flash Gordon? Did you ever watch any of the Flash Gordon stuff?
Nope.
Yeah.
And is that the actor on the left, Joe?
That is Gil Gerard. Yeah, everybody knew it was Buck Rogers. There's another one. The girl, not that young lady right there, but there was another lady that everyone was in love with from Buck Rogers, and she also played in the TV show Silver Spoons. So if you find that, she was a very attractive lady in the 80s. Everybody, I don't think it was Linda Gray, Laura Gray, I don't know, but I have to check into it. But she was a heartthrob from Buck Rogers and Silver Spoons, the TV show. So I think you found her right there. Yeah. She was, you know how in Galaxy Quest, how the girl always had the zipper down to a certain level?
Never give up.
Yeah.
Never surrender.
Erin Gray. Thank you, Jason. Yes. She was smoke. I knew if I got somebody my age.
I agree. Never seen her before. Agree.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you liked sci-fi, you were like, cool. But then if you were like 12 and you were like, Nick Shesky, I thought this was what real love was, but you were like, Princess Leia is beautiful in Star Wars. And then you got Erin Gray and Battlestar or Buck Rogers, you were like, this is pretty cool. So,
and they had the droids and everything in it.
Yep. I think Twiggy or Tiggy was the droid. I'm sure Jason will know it, but I think it was, he would go like that. It was very interesting. Yeah. So it's a passing of time, I mean, things happen and you see things of your childhood go away and you're like, wow, can't believe that. So again, old guy portion of the show. Sorry.
I think it's obligatory at this point.
I think you have to do that. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. This one got me. Rian Johnson, our good friend Rian Johnson. He's got a Knives Out show movie coming out, number 3, right? I think of the series.
Yes.
He was out there talking about it, and then talking about how they weren't gonna do anything. The trilogy he was looking at isn't gonna happen. But he said when making The Last Jedi, he was actually hoping for pushback from the fans.
Yeah,
and he was hoping for it, and that Star Wars needs to push boundaries and take more chances. So, what do you guys think?
guy who magically made a whodunit movie who like got a star actor to play the main role in it, like is a movie magician who knows what to do with all of Star Wars now. I'll never watch those Knives Out movies. My buddy was just trying to tell me the other day. He's like, there's another Knives Out movie out. And I was like, I've never watched them. He's like, why haven't you watched them? I was like, because I don't like Rian Johnson. And he's just like, he's like, they're good movies though. I was like, if you watch Last Jedi, and he happened to just recently, and he's like not a huge Star Wars guy, happened to just recently watch Last Jedi. He's like, I did. He's like, I actually think that's not that bad of a movie. And I'm like, do you think that movie represents the way Luke Skywalker is at all? And he's just like, oh, I don't think about that when I'm watching it. So
there you go. Well, I mean, look, you know my thoughts on him, and I too, D-Doc, I watched the first half an hour of the first Knives Out movie, and my wife and I looked at each other and we're like, not doing it for me. And we didn't watch the second one yet. We probably will not watch the third one.
Yeah.
Brent likes them.
No, they're movie. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's nothing fancy schmancy about them. There's nothing that like draws me to watching them. The first one was cool. I mean, the whole like intrigue of who done it, and then trying to figure it out. But
you know, this thought comes to mind. There's a know your audience thing whenever you're involved in this stuff, and it's like I come back to sports. Anytime there's been an Eagles player, when it comes to playing the Cowboys or the Giants, if they get in an interview and they say, I don't care that it's the Cowboys, it's just another game to me, things usually don't work out well for them as far as the fan base goes and as far as like the way you're viewed as an Eagles player, because the fans want to hear you just say, I hate the Cowboys. And guess what? Even if you don't hate the Cowboys, when you're doing the interview, just say, yeah, this is a huge rivalry. We're the Eagles. We hate the Cowboys. Very simple. But it's like you get someone who's just like, yeah, I'm going to go against the grain and say, you know, I don't like, I want to change things here, and you know, I'm glad I shook things up or whatever. It's just, it drives me nuts. I don't know.
So I'm gonna go against the grain.
What?
Shocking, right? I'm gonna say take the statement from the person and remove that, and just listen to the quote. And Joe, just read the quote.
I don't have I wrote down a quick note. I didn't write the actual quote down.
So read your note again.
I was hoping for pushback from Star Wars fans.
And then what was the other part? It was more the other part that I wanted.
Star Wars needs to push boundaries and take more chances.
Okay. That was where I wanted to focus the attention and focus the conversation. Forget who said it, because I think we all agree he's a dumbass. But even dumbasses make good statements sometimes. And I'm curious where you feel that part of pushing the boundaries. Because I will go to, and again, I'm putting my own context in it. You might call me the apologist, like everyone, I'm apologizing for Rian Johnson. No. One of the things that Star Wars has done that made it the most successful was pushing the science, like pushing the special effects boundaries. You introduced special effects. It blew people's minds with what they did in 77. The first season of Mandalorian, introduction of the volume, was the next step in that leap to where now other places are using it, and only a certain people have mastered it to get it to use it the best of its abilities. So I'm talking pushing the boundaries of special effects. He might be talking about pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And you might be talking about pushing the boundary. Like, you might be reading into him saying that about content or about political conversation. I'm thinking, doesn't Star Wars need to push boundaries? Isn't that what gets people interested in a franchise?
I would say it's a 50-50 thing with Star Wars. And I would agree with you that it needs to push boundaries as far as technology, as far as filmmaking. It has always been one of the ones leading the edge, right? Right on the front. It's taking chances when it comes to what cameras to use and what kind of, filmmaking. Like it went to digital, away from, the reel to reel, all that kind of stuff. I think all that stuff's great. Special effects, leading edge, all that stuff. But I think when it comes to Star Wars storytelling, it needs to be thematic. It needs to be classic. It needs to good guys versus bad guys, morality, found family, the hidden hero, all those kind of things, the hero's journey. That's all a part of Star Wars. And if you take all that away, then I think it becomes just regular old science fiction. Like it would be like, to me, I've watched some of the Avatar. I watched the first one. I've watched some of the second one. I just felt like it was very science fiction, whatever. It didn't draw me in like I wanted it to. I wanted to be like, man, I really want to have another franchise that, like, I could watch Lord of the Rings every day. It's not just like Star Wars, but it is good versus evil. It is that anyone can be the hero, right? I mean, that's what the storyline kind of follows. And again, they broke ground on technology and filmmaking and everything like that. So I don't know if you need to be so cutting edge on your storytelling as much as you need to be cutting edge on some of the perimeter things and fringe things, and then follow a storyline, follow a theme or something like that. Maybe I'm way off. I'll take any criticism on that.
And a lot of his cutting edge and changing things involved, I'm going to kill off two of the main villains from the last movie that are meant to go through a trilogy. And I'm going to take the main hero of a historic franchise and make him an asshole. Like, that's like where he was cutting edge, because most of the rest of the movie looked like Star Wars. But it's like the way he pushed the boundaries was really screwing around with the storyline, like, and messing it up essentially. Like, I would love to have J.J. Abrams in a room where it's like, hey, what is your true opinion on what happened after Force Awakens? Like, if you could have gotten the trilogy for yourself, what would you have done with the second movie? Because it clearly was not written before the movie was, like, I would love to know what the writing process of that trilogy was. It was just like, I don't know. We could talk about it as forever, as we've said.
We can, right? It's like it's the whole baseball analogy of talking about Pete Rose. But I'm gonna go back to also my other thing is, everyone talks about the planning and having a map plan. That is Marvel Cinematic Universe influencing the way that we think anything with the franchise should be made at this point. Prior to that, name another franchise. But again, Star Wars was the first one that went in trilogies too, right? It started that trilogy idea. But Marvel is the one that started that, like, 22 chapter movies that interwove things together, right? And so what we are wanting is, we're wanting the Star Wars, because Marvel pushed boundaries and made 22 movies interweave between each other. We want Star Wars to do the same thing. I think it's a backwards thing, and I would like to see us get out as a franchise, get out of that backwards backpedaling, and move towards something that's a little bit different. I've said this from Joe when you started this, when I was on episode like 9 or 10, and when we were talking about the volume for the first time. I don't know what episode I started on. One of the first things that I said is, I'm ready for new. And I have consistently held through that. I will also say that I was the only one that wanted Andor on this podcast. And now
I wanted Andor.
I wanted Andor.
No, I'm going to go find where you guys were talking.
I said it started slow.
I'm talking about in 2020, the Investors Day 2020 presentation where they announced that they were doing an Andor, I was on board from the jump, and it took everybody else on this podcast.
I was on board.
I'm
I
gonna
was.
I'm gonna go find it. Gonna go find receipts.
I was on board because I'm on record for saying Rogue One's one of my favorite Star Wars movies, like ever. I was on board. I have an Andor poster.
So,
So
anyway, I mean, I'll go back to say, because I know we'll lose viewers if I don't go back and say this. He's an idiot.
no,
He brings out the worst in us. You see what happens when Rian Johnson is brought up? He brings out the worst of us.
Brent, I'm actually going. So for anybody who does listen to us or anybody who's watching us on YouTube, Apple is good with our podcast, but it doesn't go all the way back to episode 1.
I was clicking around on the YouTubes because the teacher found out that I'm on a podcast and wants me to try to help out kids and talk to them. So I wanted to play the Emily Swallow interview. So I went back to try to find it. So YouTube keeps a pretty good rundown of all the stuff and like the baby faces that we had in the 200th episodes. And oh my God, there's just been so much. The Duchess episodes that were good, and the ones where she talked to like Drew Karpyshyn from the Old Republic books.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
go ahead.
yeah, we've got some incredible interviews on here. But if you go to podbean.com, or go to Podbean is a platform for podcasts, and look us up, it goes all the way back to episode 1. All the way back. 354 episodes are in there, and you'll hear a little bit of everything. Real quick, we didn't talk about this, and it's been sitting down there. Jason Hetfield, I feel like he and I need to like go to a grown-up slumber party and just sit there and watch. I mean, he's already brought me gifts of these great puzzles, but he's got the DVD box set of Buck Rogers. So that might need to be watched while we plan out our holiday special viewing that we're going to be doing, which we need to do that after the beginning of the year. Jason, we might have to go check out some Buck Rogers there, because that's awesome. See, physical media, guys. He has physical media. I didn't mean.
And I can tell you, with never meeting him, that he's probably in his 50s.
He's the same age as me. We graduated high school same year.
I collect physical media. I'm 34 years old. I'm technically getting older now, though. I'm not 24 anymore. So
you're 34 going on 50, D-Doc. You're 34 going on 50.
Are either of you planning to go see Avatar: Fire and Ash, the new Avatar movie?
I think it might happen. I would like to. It just depends on how schedules work out. Usually like our Christmas tradition with Meg's family is we usually Jason Hatfield, I'm almost a 55-year-old teenager. I love it. That's how I
live, Jason.
When I'm 55.
There's nothing wrong with it. You got old people in your physical media. That's all.
But I plan to see Avatar in theaters. Little David is interested in it. We've watched the first 2. He remembers the exact 2 times we watched them, because me and him both had COVID and were knocked out in bed. We watched the first Avatar together, and then we watched the second one on New Year's Eve last year. We just spent a night at home, and we threw that on early in the night before like ball drop time. And he remembers the 2 times watching those, so he wants to see it in theaters. But we also wanted to see Zootopia 2, and we somehow have not gotten to theaters to see that. My kids love it.
It was fun. You see, it did $2 billion worldwide.
Yeah, it's insanely popular in China. Did you see the numbers in China?
Yeah. Incredible. Now, I will say, I do think the first one was better than the second one, but the second one was very good. Like, if you saw this without seeing the first, you'd be like, man, this is a really good movie. But the first one it's off the charts good. So this one was pretty good as well. Plus, I love Jason Bateman. He's funny.
That's funny, because we had my in-laws over last weekend or two weekends ago. They saw it during Thanksgiving with our cousins on Meg's side of the family. They saw the second one. He's never seen the first, so we watched the first together. And he was like, he's like, that's a really good movie. I think the second's better. And I'm like, that's an interesting take from seeing the second one first.
Yeah.
So I gotta see it.
No, it is. It's good. And it was funny. My wife and I went, didn't take any kids with us. Two of us went. Here we are at a kids movie.
Love it.
Yeah. And we were just like, let's go. Let's have fun. Here, good call, Jason. I'll go see Avatar if there's a Mandalorian trailer. I know there are theater-only release trailers for Doomsday. Evidently, there are several different Doomsday trailers. Chris Evans is back. Hey, I'm all for Chris Evans. I have no idea what he's going to play. If it's Cap, if it's some Shield or not Shield, but Hydra guy, I have no idea. But I don't want to have to go pay to see these, and just so I can. I think didn't Alfie say they were doing one a week?
They're doing 4 trailers before Avatar, where I'm just like, why not just release those? I can't comprehend someone going to see Avatar 4 times to see a 1 minute, Doomsday trailer for each one. Like, that's crazy.
5 years ago, I think they probably would have been less crazy. People would have.
Oh, I mean, the Marvel fans are just as hungry as Star Wars fans for something good to be put in the theaters. So it's exciting. I'm excited about it. I mean, I'm out there like searching the leaked trailers and stuff. Did any of you guys watch the leaked trailer?
I'm not. I'm sure Alfie has.
I saw one of the ones that Alfie sent out that was the Mandalorian group, right?
Yes.
I saw the screenshots or the clip from that or whatever. The one that was like a Asian trailer or something.
Yes. And
playing all the pieces off the.
Yeah. It's like he's playing Dajarik in an arena, which is just, I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like a kid joy because that's one of my favorite scenes of the original Jedi. Or the original Star Wars was when they sat around and I got a new strategy. Let the Wookiee win. Just love that. And so seeing that happen made me like smile.
You know what I thought about that trailer though that Alfie sent us from like the Asian one where he's playing where Mando's fighting the different characters. I thought the CGI looked really good on the monsters in that part. I thought the CGI looked like a step above what we've been seeing.
The claw hand guy, I'm a little suspect on.
I thought I was sus on it as well, but I rewatched and I'm like, it looks pretty good.
Sorry, dude. Like, Dave, love you, but like, there was some. I was, claw hand boy. No.
See, Brent, they're tickling your childhood memories right there by letting you go back and see that, and I think that's great. We've always talked about Filoni and Favreau do that where they're playing in the sandbox. They're just having fun, and so that's good. I did watch it. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to go see it, and to go along with Mando and Grogu and the leaked trailer that he showed us. I think I read that Mando and Grogu are going to be showing up at the Smuggler's Run ride in Galaxy's Edge. Did you guys see that?
That they're adding the movie parts into the ride.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's going to be Mando and Grogu, parts of it in there.
I'm just texting Alfie to see if he needs another invite. He's okay.
Yeah. All the kids burst into the room at one time, he said. So he had to shut it down. Those damn kids.
Have kids, they say.
Yeah, I think that's awesome that they're adding that in there, and it just shows me that Galaxy's Edge is flexible. Galaxy's Edge continues to be more flexible to where it doesn't need to be the story of Galaxy's Edge. It's just common sense, and I think it's kind of settling in there.
As much as I'm going to go to Celebration with you guys, I think, even though that'd be a pipe dream for us to go do that, I think I'd be just as excited if the four of us and if our significant others wanted to go and just lounge by the pool. But if we went the four of us to Galaxy's Edge. I
That
think
would
I
be
would be just on cloud nine if we were running around, having fun, filming stuff, just being silly. I think it'd be a great time. I really, there's things about Galaxy's Edge that drive me crazy, but for the most part, it's just fun being there. You know, I'll deal with any little flaw here or there, and I think the flexibility is making it even better. So
I agree. I would that would be awesome, man. I love going to Disney. That's like kind of just my thing that I just love to do now. So
I will tell you that it is far easier and more likely to find me in Walt Disney World than
yes,
it is to see me in a celebration.
see, and that's another thing. It's
Dude,
been a while since the four of us have been together, so I want to make sure that we make that happen. I know that's probably an easier thing to pull. So Alfie sent it, but I also started seeing all kinds of posts on it. Levy posts Starfighter. We have a wrap. It's wrapped and it's going to post production. So really excited about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but that doesn't there's still a lot of work to be done.
that movie, Levy had the blueprint. He knew exactly the story he wanted to tell. He got that shit greenlit. He got it filmed. Now it's going to go post, and that movie is going to be in theaters. And it was the blueprint to make a Star Wars movie. I'm telling you now. That
So
he showed up and knew what needed to be done. He worked with everybody, got the movie done, and they have big stars involved in it as well.
Do you think he's pushing boundaries?
Probably. I listened to that full podcast that he did with that guy who interviews the movie directors and everything, and he got into some details on it. And
the music.
yeah,
He's got music. Who's the guy from Forrest? Wasn't the guy from not Forrest Gump? Was it Forrest Gump?
he's done a ton of big movies because when they brought him up, I was like, he did the Finding Nemo. He did the Finding Nemo score, which
Look,
I like a lot of music from that, but
I want to keep moving forward.
Thomas Newman.
Thomas Newman. You list his movies because he had a bunch of them, but not to go back to Ryan Johnson, but to answer your question about pushing boundaries, Brent, and I agree with you, and I know there was sarcasm in that, but that's okay. I will say this. I think the other thing that makes a difference, and fight me all you want on it, but I think the thing that makes a difference is Levy he's a fan of Star Wars. He loves Star Wars, and he gets a warm and fuzzies talking about it, and he gets all jazzed up like he's a little kid with it. While I think Ryan Johnson might have been a fan, but he's a filmmaker first and a fan distant. Levy was probably out there like, I feel like a kid in a candy shop doing this, and I'm so lucky to be a part of this, and it's making him feel like a kid again. I'm not sure Ryan Johnson approached Star Wars when he had it that way. So that's another thing that I think comes into play on it.
Which Levy said, when I saw Star Wars for the first time, I told myself, I want to make movies. He said because they asked him during the interview, what made you get into directing? And he said, I saw Star Wars and I thought, how could anybody make something like this? I want to do that. So it's like you have someone directing a Star Wars movie who wanted to get into filmmaking because of it, which I'm sure there's a ton of filmmakers that it did inspire to get into it. But he loves it. He's just as giddy as any of, like, his energy towards that movie, man, is awesome. So it's like, and if you want me to rattle off some of the Thomas Newman movie scores, I mean, I'm just going to scroll through them. It's in no order. Saving Mr. Banks, that's excellent. Road to Perdition, American Beauty, Finding Nemo, 1917, Spectre from 007, Skyfall. He's done Cinderella Man. He's got a ton. Fun fact, Cinderella Man is Mrs. Doc's favorite movie of all time.
Really?
Yes. She could watch that movie anytime it's on and she'll cry every time.
Well,
He's got a great resume though. And the 1917 soundtrack is awesome. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie.
I love that movie. Love it, love it, love it.
What's up,
Hyperspace?
Hyperspace? Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. I'm going to guess that's Aaron from Hyperspace Heroes. Need to connect with him. Been a long time. Aaron, we need to catch up, see how things are going. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Yeah, 1917 was great. And I would watch that again tomorrow. It's a man, gritty, good movie. Very just made you feel like you were right in the middle of it. And the way they filmed that movie, that single camera shot kind of movement. Remember, you know what I'm talking about, D-Doc?
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, just crazy.
It makes you wonder how like when movies like that come out, it makes you excited about movies. It's just like, all right, people are still doing stuff where it's pushing that's pushing the boundaries right there. That's pushing the boundaries. They're filming on location. They built all these, trenches and everything, and they're doing 15-minute long shots without stopping the camera. And, for the actors who are in that, it's unbelievable that they're able to pull that off because, imagine if you screw up the shot 10 minutes into a 15-minute shot and everybody has to go back to the start. Oh, my God.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
Like you just sneeze in the middle of it or something. Like Jay Jones, 1917 was amazing.
It was. And I'm really looking forward to it. I had it written down I had it printed off somewhere. The movies for 2026 that are coming out, there's a good list of movies. I mean, I know me and Mass and Tom always kind of do a movie thing. Brent, you're always invited. Alfie's always invited. I need to get, when we start setting that back up again.
You're not invited.
Yeah, you could come. Well.
I'm not old enough.
Yeah,
well, you're also not close enough. I was just being a jackass because he said that we were all invited and he didn't use you. So I was just trying to. Sorry, Doc.
I'm messing around.
Look at that. Well-placed camera cuts in 1917. Excellent job hiding them.
But they do say that they did 15-minute shots in that, right? Like I've watched how they filmed some of it. I know what he means where it does really just flow. It really flows to where the whole movie feels like one shot.
Yes.
But they
and that's what they were looking
really
for.
extended ones as well.
But I'm looking for not only Mando and Grogu and not only of the Doomsday. I mean, there's a lot. I can't find the list, but it gets me pumped to think there's going to be reasons to go to the theater. So I'm excited about that in general. Pardon me.
I thought you said that Brent and Alfie were invited to those guys and not going to the movies together. I misunderstood you.
No. Those guys is just something because I like to talk so much, and Tom and Mass just let me talk. It's just an added thing where I don't bug you guys to make you do something else. Plus, we usually record it on a Saturday morning.
8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, Doc.
Saturday, 8 a.m.
Right?
You're not finding me at that time on a Saturday morning, baby.
Shit.
I've already gone out, gotten breakfast, got my coffee, sitting down, ready to do a show, talk about whatever. But it's fun. It's different. So yes, I do those guys maybe once a month just to talk to them, and they don't feel like they bring enough to the conversation to hop on with us on Rule the Galaxy. So, a matter of fact, this week I joked with them. I said, "This is a division of Rule the Galaxy." And they're like, "What division are we?" I said, "JUCO."
Yeah,
like, you don't even make Division 1, 2, or 3.
Like, we're not even Division 2. Like,
no, they were kind of pissed about that, but we're just having fun. But then I'm trying to build a little bit of a podcast empire. I do Your Italy with Lori. Now she's going to step away, and I've got guests coming up for the next 2 or 3 weeks talking about Italy. So I'm really pumped about that. So podcasting is my thing. If I could just create Molinaro Media and throw it all in one channel on YouTube, I would do it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing though, so I can't really do it. So
But your travel pod, not even blowing smoke up your ass, is good, Joe. Like, it's a good
Thank you.
podcast because I follow a lot of travel people for like other travel stuff on YouTube and everything. And it's like putting aside the fact that I know you, it's like I can listen to your travel podcast totally separate from Star Wars. And I'm like, this is good. Like the guests you have on there, the info you give, I'm like, I want to go to Italy. And I'm Irish, so never even been to Ireland yet. But you know, it's a good podcast. So if any of you guys who listen to Rule the Galaxy haven't listened to Joe's Your Italy podcast yet, check it out.
And Brent is one of the guests this week, as I brought up an old show with Brent Dykman.
I mean, it's not really a show until Lori goes to France.
That is on the agenda, Brent. It's on the agenda.
You put it on the agenda?
We are looking at it because here's the thing. All of our kids at some point in time want to see London and they want to see Paris before, and they also want to go to Italy. So what we've discussed is in a handful of years doing that, getting into London, taking the channel across, going to Paris, then taking the train down to Rome and saying we've done all of this over a couple week period or whatever. So it is on the agenda. Also on the agenda is I'm getting her closer and closer to saying she will go to Australia with me because we have free lodging, Brent, in our favorite place, Melbourne, not Melbourne, Melbourne. And we have free lodging. Friends take care of us. All we got to do is pay for the flights. And if we can get that accomplished, yeah.
I remember that guy from Australia that we had on Rule the Galaxy a while back.
Yes.
Years back.
Years. I don't even know if they're still doing their show.
All of it. It's true, all of it.
It's true. All of it. Yes. He was a really good guy.
He had figures all behind him on his wall. I remember that. That was an awesome show. It was cool. I'm like, I was newer at the time. I'm like, we got a guy from Australia on this?
Oh, man. It's to think about that I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different guests from England. The show from Australia.
Two Mulcasters who are two Marks. Who are the other ones?
Chris Kimpschel. And then we had the author of the book.
Lego guy?
The Lego guy. So he was the guy who wrote a book about the timeline of Star Wars. It was the unofficial timeline of all the EU and non-EU books. He wrote an entire book with an entire timeline of all of them in place. Star Wars didn't publish it, but another publisher published it. And he gave me a digital copy. Let me tell you something. It's hard to read. There's so much stuff in it. It's crazy. But he was from England. So, and then let's face it, even though Mark Anthony Austin's in California, he's from England.
You cannot count that. You hush your lips on that one. You cannot count that.
But still, he's Mark and three authors.
Visitor. He's an American.
American.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, well, okay. We've talked a bunch of Star Wars. We've gone over a bunch of stuff. We've even talked about Avatar. Before I hop into Christmas stuff, I have to ask you guys. Stranger Things. Have you checked any of it out yet?
Yeah. I was halfway through last time.
Okay.
Dipshit
Derek.
Did you finish it, Brent? Did you catch up?
Yeah. And all it did was confirm that Will is Harry Potter and Vecna is Voldemort.
It's the Harry Potter connection.
It is strong connection. Like, it's not even like a maybe. There is no doubt that is the connection.
Spoiler alert. When his nose bleeds at the end, that was pretty badass. That was pretty cool. Go ahead, D-Doc.
I'm mad at myself because Joe did not get to the point. My brother did not get to the point of our podcast where we talked about it. And he caught up on Stranger Things and he texted me that he's like, I see that there's a Voldemort connection with Will. And I'm just like, why didn't I say in my mind, think that it's the Voldemort connection? Because it is. And Brent said it. And it's like, once Brent said it, I'm like, how did I not put those pieces together that it's the Voldemort? Very simply put, because I'm trying to think of how this is working. And yeah, it is the Voldemort connection.
I'm sure there's others where somebody takes over. There's a passing of some sort of like soul passing. Like I said, I'm sure there's somewhere else.
While we're into spoilers,
Yes.
what do you think Vecna is trying to do by he has these slots where he's filling these slots where in a creepy way he's taking kids
Mm-hmm.
and putting them in those slots, but they're going and living in his like ideal like house or whatever, like where it's like a safe normal life that he could have lived. Oh yeah, that's looking good, Brent.
Does.
You kept saying slots, and because of your East Coast accent, the O sounded like a U.
Oh yeah, slots.
He's filling up the and then looking at you, you gave me what's his name? The tires guy vibes. You give me tires
Shane Gillis.
Yeah, you
Wow.
so you gave me some Shane Gillis vibes when you were saying the slots. So I was laughing.
Yeah, but like what is he doing?
No
there's
idea.
there's an end game for him there where there's a pattern that he's following. You know, he wanted to take there was targeted kids that he wanted to take, as weird as that sounds.
Hold on. Here's another connection, sir. He needs energy, and he's pulling their life energy like the Matrix. These are little cocoons like the Matrix.
I like it.
Interesting. But why are there certain kids that are targeted like Will and others?
He said it in the last one. He said, I chose
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I chose you guys because you're weaker.
Weak.
Because you had a weaker mind, and like
True.
he was trying, like he targeted the weak.
You're
Yep.
Will.
And some people need to live in his world, and some don't need to live in his world.
Why do they put that dude in 8 hours of makeup just to CGI the shit out of it after it's done in post production? Like he goes in real practical makeup, but I feel like they CGI'd it a lot more this season. Like I feel like they added a lot of CGI touches to it when he's on camera.
You are the technical guy. I don't have any clue.
I mean, I don't know if I think that you have to CGI his Groot arm, right?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
you have to CGI the fact that he had a Groot arm. Do you notice how there's a lot of these references into things that
Yes.
we all talk in like?
By the way, that pipe that was leaking, not plumbing accurate.
Leave it to you.
No one, maybe I don't know if they were using galvanized steel unions in the 80s to run water lines, but that is not plumbing accurate in my opinion, because I love it when a movie or a video game or anything tries to work some plumbing in. I'll look at it and be like, did these guys actually do their homework? And that pipe that was leaking, I don't know. I would need to fact check myself on that, but I don't. Maybe for a military operation, they're trying to get it done quick, but there's no reason for a union to be in the spot that it was in that, and I don't think they were using galvanized steel to run water lines.
D-Duck, I think I've found your way into the movie industry. You could be the plumbing expert they call to on set and
Yeah.
bring you in to make
I'd love
sure
it.
things look right. Absolutely fantastic. I cannot believe the time and effort you put into these things, Brent. While you're showing that on YouTube, so if you're not listening to or watching us on YouTube, check it out just to see Brent's paint work.
D-Dot, can you pull up the K-pop Demon Hunters? Because I only got 2 of the 3.
Yes.
And while D-Doc's doing that, Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast joined in. Greetings, Star Wars fans. Hey, Scuttlebutt, I know you guys, I've listened to you guys some. I know you've checked us out. We need to connect. You need to either come on Rule the Galaxy or we need to come on there. I know we've talked about it in the past. We need to do that. So make sure we connect and do that sometime. DM me. We'll get together.
All right, so this is the redhead. This is like the redhead. She's got the top with her
Look at
skirt,
you.
right? And then she's got kind of like red boots. So the one on the right. And
Which
then
their costumes do change at certain points. So if this
they
doesn't-
do. But this is where I was going with it.
okay.
And this is leader, purple hair. and she's got the coat on, so that's why her top is all yellow. And then she's got the Han Solo, like her shorts have like a red rim, and then there's like a red going down the outside on her shorts.
Death Stripe, right? Is it Death Stripe or Smuggler Stripe?
Yeah, it looks like it's a Han Solo stripe.
Yeah.
I don't know which it is.
I'm still
I
not
still
letting
have
myself jump in and watch those. I just can't. I got too many other things going on.
What, K-pop?
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't even need to watch it, Joe. Just listen to the soundtrack.
And
I
I'm
still
sure you-
haven't watched it full through. Just
I
listen to the
guarantee he's
soundtrack.
heard the soundtrack too, Doc.
I've downloaded it all on I'm
If you
iTunes,
listen to the
but I haven't
radio
listened.
at all, you've heard.
Don't.
Gonna be golden. We're
Right.
gonna be.
Don't listen to the radio at all. I
Golden
listen
is
to-
not even the best song in that.
Are you a Soda
that-
Pop fan?
No, Alfie loves Soda Pop.
Dear gosh. Then we're going in a whole different direction.
And it's like it's a random one. It's the oh my god, what's the name of it? The What Does It Feel Like song. What does it feel like every time I let you in? What does it feel like? Ba-da, 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 ba. Yeah, it's a very good song.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's called Free. Free. We could be free. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good high note, Doc.
I used to be able to hit that when I was in the
When you were in the band, when you were on your
choir
band.
of Philadelphia.
You were wild, man.
You know what's hilarious? I was talking to my kids about me being in that choir. I looked it up because I was telling them, I was like, let me try to find footage of it, because they were kind of shocked by like the pitch of hearing like a Catholic boys choir where I was soprano 1, so you're super high pitched. Looked it up
Oh
on
my
YouTube.
gosh.
There is a video that I am in singing the national anthem at Veterans Stadium for the Phillies.
No way.
And it's 16 years old. Yeah. And I was like, oh my, when I looked up the choir on YouTube, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
You need to send me that link. Hey, real quick.
I can never spell archdiocesan.
Come on. Since we've gone into the K-pop side of our podcast now, I was going to jump into Christmas real quick because Christmas is right around the corner. Anything
Joe.
good?
Hey, Joe, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I know we're live,
Yes,
Right.
we are.
but for your editing purposes, you're going to have to go back and so what we should probably do is a 10-second no one talk so you know when to cut it.
Or I could just look at the number up on the left-hand side of our timer.
Fine, I'll go back to painting.
Are we switching to Christmas mode? Because I do need to go to the bathroom before we switch to Christmas.
Go ahead. Take your break. For those who are watching along on YouTube, D-Doc is peeing. Brent is painting. And at 1 minute and 17 seconds and a half a minute,
1 minute.
or 1 hour, 17 minutes, 30 seconds, we're going to pull away. We're going to talk a little Christmas with Star Wars, Christmas without Star Wars. But yeah. And I'm watching the Rams destroy the Seahawks in Seattle.
Does that make you feel better about a 45-year-old quarterback or worse?
Who, Aaron?
No. Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers. I think it's really wild. I mean,
Well, no, I'm saying based upon the way that they're playing, like who's playing and what's going on right now.
yeah, I mean, I
Does this bring out? It's a purple blue.
I think it makes me feel like, man, I'm 54. That what can I still do? There's plenty of things I should be doing.
It was
Before-
cool to see. It was cool to see his kids lose it when he hit the pass in the end zone.
Oh yeah,
His
that was great.
the kids that he was coaching.
I think he's he's a good Catholic guy. He's like my family. I've got, I'm older than some of my uncles. I've got grandkids older than some of my nieces and nephews. I mean, that's how it goes. We overlap things. And he's God, I don't know how many, 10 or 11 kids, something like that.
Something like that, 9 or something. He's a granddad. One of his kids is
Yeah.
old enough to have kids.
Yeah. Well, my dad was a grandfather at 41 years old. 41.
I'm 45. I cannot imagine being a grandpa. That's crazy. And I'm guessing that was Joey.
Joey was his first grandchild. You have to remember, my dad was 18 when I was born, and I was 21. No, I was 22 when Joey was born. So, yeah, my dad was 41 when Joey was born.
How you were 50, right? So like when they had kids, like 51, 50, like.
Yeah, I was 52. 51. I was 51 when Frankie was born. And now he looks like he's like 7 years old and he's 3. It's crazy.
What did I miss during my 2 minutes?
I'm talking about Philip Rivers and grandkids and babies and all kinds of stuff.
Well, he said he was watching the Rams destroy the Seahawks. And so all that did was make me think, since the Seahawks and the Colts were so close, does that make you feel better for the grandpa or worse for the grandpa?
So I will say, for the Christmas stream, if we are going to do a second episode, I think we should end this stream and start another one, because it'll put, I can change the title for YouTube and it will restart mixing us into the live algorithm again. So I do think we should end the stream and start another one, if that makes things easier for you.
Perfectly fine. I just figured we'd talk a little Christmas before the holiday season.
Yeah, even if it's a shorter episode, you know.
Yeah.
Time of year.
Go ahead.
You want to wrap this one, and
Let's wrap it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. So see, it's a wrap. same day that Levy comes out and says it's a wrap, we're saying it's a wrap here. That was episode 355 of the Rule of the Galaxy podcast. We talked about a little bit of everything. And you know what? Go get prepared for the holiday season. We'll come back next time and talk a little Christmas with you. So, Rule of the Galaxy signing off. Until next time, may the force be with you.